Welcome to Derbyshire. More specifically, a great piece of gritstone overlooking the marvellous Amber Valley. So I'm here with my good friends Jay and Ray is in the background there, and we've come out for a nice relaxed evening on one of our favourite lookouts for a bivvy night. So it is the 19th of April, it's the Easter weekend, so perfect time to come up here, roll out the bivvies, a few celebratory ales as always, and just take in the vistas and relax. In the distance there is the bushcraft forest, RIP, and the village of Ashover down there. It's good to be back up, guys.
Oh, it is, mate. Certainly is. Great weather too.
How are you both doing?
Good, yeah.
How are you, Jay?
Slightly out of shape, slightly out of breath, but you know, still a challenge getting up here.
What about you, Ray?
Good. Looking forward to a chill. A few beers. Bit of a chat.
Bit of a chill, yeah.
Bit of a chill out.
Obviously, yeah.
So we're in training, aren't we?
Yes,
We certainly are, mate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Need lots of it.
Yeah.
I realised today just how much training I need, yeah, so we're doing it in... How long until we do it now?
The West Highland Way
West
in
Highland Way,
September 2019.
About 100
So
miles or thereabouts, isn't it?
yeah,
I enjoy it, I'm sure.
we've got plenty of time. I will say one thing though, the thing that's probably the most pressing issue at the moment is midges.
Yeah. Oh, they're all over
There's
me.
plenty of those.
Yeah.
They're absolutely crawling all over me. Hopefully this image comes out clearer than crystal, because this is my first outing, I literally bought it about 6 hours ago, of the Sony A7 Mark III. So I'm trying not to drop it because I'm on bread and water for the remainder of this year, I think. Absolutely broke the bank, but it's not a problem. The Canon 7D RIP died a month or so ago. The last video that I recorded out with the Rat Pack crew was with my Canon 550D, and it looked absolutely terrible. Yes, it shoots 1080p, but it's an old camera and it doesn't look great. A7iii can record 4K, all the bells, all the whistles. You probably noticed the super smooth slow-mo on the way up. So just going to get used to it over the next few weeks, because I'm very pleased to say I've got an amazing trip coming up. Been ticking off the bucket list over the years, but this particular place has been at the top for a very long time, and thanks to my friend Andy for inviting me along. We're going to be heading there in about a week and a half's time, so I'll not say too much, but it's going to be beyond epic. I don't use that word very often, but it will be epic, this one, trust me. As always, the same kit as ever, the Van Gogh Ultralight 1300, Thermarest Venture WV, and the Alp Kit Hunker XL, all carried in the Osprey Exus 48. So one thing that I'm yet to do with the camera is install the legendary micro muffs to protect the stereo mics. So hopefully the wind noise isn't too bad. But it's all about the muffs, isn't it, guys?
We used to call Ray micro.
Micro muff.
Now it's just micro penis.
This is strictly PG, all right? Yeah. You really have phased me there, Ray. I don't really know what to say now.
You can't really come back from micro muff / micro penis then.
I'll just speak the truth.
One of the reasons why I went for this camera is because of its 4K capabilities, but I was looking at the Sony A6400, and the rolling shutter effect on the range down from the A7 is just absolutely terrible. Google rolling shutter and it's just ridiculous. It looks like you live in a land of jelly. But the A7R and A7S is well, it eradicates that issue. So when I'm rolling around like that, I mean 90% of you won't care, but it just looks terrible on the cheaper cameras. Now I can't afford to eat. So, now me and Ray are pretty much all set up and about to relax for a few hours. Jay is going to spend the next 3/4 of an hour pumping this beast up.
That's 3/4 hour if I'm lucky. What the? CPR, you see?
Yeah. Clear!
Don't die on me!
3 hours later. One of them, innit? Everyone cuts that in. This is Jay's drink stash.
What the hell? That's the shared mutual communal drink. What it is? It's mine.
Yeah.
I'm thirsty.
Jay, didn't we? Didn't tell you about him. Got a little problem.
Yeah, he's over there.
Oh yeah.
He's not even had a drink and he's started on me already.
Oh dear.
You know I don't mean it, man.
Honestly, I don't know why you bother coming. It's
I'm getting browned off.
just getting bullied.
I actually made that word up, Sir Jay.
Not sure if you can see that. Just a few midges crawling over my hands there. You gotta love it. Little do you know, it's actually the next night now.
They've all been to sleep, woke up, and I'm still.
Have you noticed at the minute the craze on things like Instagram is to take a picture of a view with your feet hanging out like that? I think this has definitely got to be one of my favourite times of year, spring. Winter didn't seem too harsh this year. We didn't really get much snow, but the bluebells are back again, which you can probably just see there. But it feels good that everything's starting to awaken once again. I've never really explored the base of this edge before. We've explored further down, just off the edge where the bushcraft forest is. I believe it's called Turning Stone Edge or something like that, but this is probably one of the last bits of gritstone edge before it drops into the lowlands near Derby and South Derbyshire. And if you go further north, you're going to reach places like Baslow Edge, Kerber and Froggatt. I've not really been out walking that much recently. I've been out running, believe it or not. Since February, I've slowly been building myself up because I've entered a local 10k race, the Hardwick Run, and I can do 10k now. I did it the other day with what felt like ease, and I've still got 3 months to get faster. So it's amazing going from a walker to a runner. I thought I'd never be able to do it, and those first few weeks of doing the Couch to 5k program felt like murder, I'll be honest. But it's amazing how quickly your body can, I suppose if you've got a reasonable level of base fitness, build up the distance and not feel like you want to die, which is always good. What are you doing now, Ray?
Nothing.
There's the boys posing for probably Instagram shots. You know what they're like, the little selfie queens.
I heard that. Jay, not me.
Not a bad view though. Follow them on Insta, Ray's Wild Way and the original Goonie Bushcraft.
This is behind the scenes business.
Behind the scenes.
Thumbnail, as everyone knows, it's all about the thumbnail.
It's all about the thumbnail.
It's the crappiest video in the world. Thumbnail's good.
All about the thumbnail and the titling, Jay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh. And I meant that as well. That one for the video.
You were feeling those vibes, weren't you, there, Ray?
I actually meant that. I wanted for the.
I thought you were going to swear, though.
I nearly said mother effer, but I didn't realise you were feeling.
He's just a bad influence, isn't he?
He corrupts us on a daily
I'm
basis.
thinking about
Big
it,
style.
but-
Got the trusty radio. Some synthwave electro drum and bass in the background there. Gotta love it. Feeling it, Ray?
Good stuff. This little radio has been on more adventures than many people that like to get out but never get out. This has been everywhere.
Still the same batteries.
There's still some sand in the speaker from an rather dodgy beach camp we did about 3 years ago.
Is that the original like West Island Way radio?
It's not the very original, that one died, but it's like the next Sony model along. The original. In fact, that wasn't Sony, that was some cheap Chinese thing, wasn't it? Yeah, that one anyway, we've had that for about 6, 7, 8 years.
The sun's finally setting. Although it's probably ruining the audio at the moment, I'm quite glad that there's now a breeze because the midges have gone. The temperature dropped. It's been around about 24 degrees today. Everything's relative to the people watching in warmer climes, but it felt quite warm today, 24 degrees. We had a pint down at the Old Poets Corner, the best pub in the world, before we set off, and I'll be honest, I was baking out there. It was good. I'm liking the autofocus on this. The Canon 7D certainly didn't have it. Even though it's quite low light, it's still doing it quite nicely. Jay checking his feeds, no doubt. Some fantastic colours in the sky there. Plane going overhead. Thought there might be a challenge for the autofocus. These babies can't take the fact that I'm stood near the end of the cliff.
Get back!
Stop swearing! It is a reasonable drop off there. Just enough to probably break limbs, not enough to cause a fatal injury, I don't think. Ooh, that's strange, isn't it? So Jay's just about to go live through the power of the internet to YouTube. We did this last time.
Nearly 9 months ago, 9 months ago.
Something like that, isn't it? I'll be honest, Ray got live fever.
I did.
He got addicted to the live game.
Jay showed me the way and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
We couldn't get him off it. Then he's on Instagram live, blooming anything that do it, he was doing it.
He now does his own live webcam show if you're interested.
Premium members.
You have to pay for that though.
Premium members only.
That's an extra charge. You have to have American Express for that one.
He does accept Patreon as well.
Yes, yes.
And that's good autofocus, I'll be honest. Look at this. There's Jay. Yep. And then we'll go back to the phone and see if it snaps back. Yes. Go on.
Snap back to reality.
Alright, let's do it then, Jay.
Welcome to the live chat, remember? Yeah, cool. Right, we are live now, yeah.
Is it? Is that
yeah,
live?
it's doing it, yeah, it's good. Right.
Oh my god. Inception. Live Inception. Oh.
Right, so yeah. Welcome to the live chat, whoever fancies watching.
No pressure, Jay. This is only live.
I hadn't even thought about what I'm going to say. Yeah, we just decided to do a live video.
Jay's been planning this for
We're on a
months.
clifftop wild camp. The clifftop Bivvy wild camp.
Ray, just try and put him off.
I won't
Put him off, yeah.
From the exact point actually that we did the last live video about 9 months ago. So here we are, me, Dino and Ray. The links to the channels in the description. As that are watching and going to Edale, all us three are going. So
I can go this time.
Yeah, Ray can finally go.
Yeah,
he's got a job.
I used to work weekends
that
in the
lets
last
him
3 or 4 years or whatever.
It's like I said, I very rarely do these live chats and they're totally unprepared.
So we've just done a 25-minute live stream on Jay's channel, and I want to say watch it, but it will be 25 minutes of your life you'll never get back, so at your own risk. The moon has now risen, and just a moment ago there it was shining and catching the shimmering along the water on Ogston Reservoir. But it's a lovely warm evening, nice breeze, but yeah, it's good. Obviously I'm testing the low light capability of the camera now. I've got a custom picture style that I've set up, so it might not be the best for low light, so I'll have to create another one. It's all good fun. Sorry to bore you with camera stuff. Good morning. And what a fabulous morning it really is. Been awake since around about 5:30, but that's my usual wake up time nowadays. Now I don't work shifts. I've become an early riser. Fantastic colours coming into the sky, and throughout the night, obviously we had a full moon last night, so it was quite bright. Totally forgot to do a sign-off video last night. I was just looking up at the stars, watching the moon move across the sky, and it was just bliss. I just lay on top of the bivvy, looking up through the tree there. It was fantastic. So, sun rose at about 10 to 6, and I've been up and about since 1:30, just watching the colours come into the sky, like I say, and watching the mist move through the valley there. Morning, Jay. You alright, mate?
How are we doing?
Ray's over there.
Morning.
What a place and what a view. Although we've been here a few times now, I'll never get bored of this. In fact, some weekends I've been walking and running from Ashover Rock on the opposite side of the valley there, all the way up here and all the way back. I mentioned yesterday I'd entered a running race, a 10k road race, but I don't really enjoy running on roads, so trail running is what I'm trying to get into. Phil, I'll give you a shout when my fitness is there, and we'll go trail running. Tides well, man. Glorious. We're all starting to pack away now. Places to go, people to see, bank holiday weekend and all that.
Horses to back.
Ray's going to gamble his life savings on the horses today.
Yep, for sure.
And win big.
I'll probably be crying into me cornflakes.
Crying into cornflakes.
I think I've had to change about the Bango was the cover. I've got a new cover for it, but still going.
How old is that sleeping bag now, Ray?
Got it in 1862, I think. I don't know, it's probably about 12-year-old or something, I think, something like that.
Yeah.
Probably, I'd say, yeah. Still good though, better than Jay's.
Oi.
Although I do need to get another roll mat, something like that. Because yours is stood up fully, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine.
That rollback's pretty good as well.
About 300 quid for this. It's like flat as a pancake.
The bazooka
The bazooka
is not quite all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah.
Need to get one of these, mate.
I don't
Thermarest,
know,
Venture
I don't fancy
WV.
spending 7 years pumping it up,
But don't spill your nail varnish on it like Jay has.
It's nail varnish.
Jay was doing his nails one day. And
we were laying it on garden, wasn't it? Like when it was like this. Them cubes in between his toes kind of be like I'm going to Trojan stick you. I can bleep that,
I will bleep it.
I'm a Trojan stick. I'm like, glad
Right.
yeah.
Jet was my favourite.
Yeah, no, Jet was my favourite. I feel like Jet and all.
As you can imagine, no trace left whatsoever, as always. Let's do this. Could stay here all day though. Absolutely beautiful. One of my favourite places, definitely. Okay, onwards and downwards. I'm going to be extra careful on the descent this time, because last time we camped I was wearing my Solomon trail shoes and rolled my ankle just further down the hill there, and it took me about a month and a half to get over it. So probably not the best idea to be filming and walking. It was about here that I rolled it last time, so I've made it past. It's absolutely beautiful this morning. Can't get over how nice it is. I know I'm quite biased, but this place, this valley, this village has got to be one of the best places on earth. Especially at this time of day, at this time of year. We're back in the village. So, as always, thanks for watching. If you've stuck with it this long, I appreciate it. It's been great to get back out on that cliff top again. I've been daydreaming while at work of being up there and enjoying the sunrise, and we finally got to do it again. So, the guys are just putting the stuff in the car. I will see you on the next video, and it could be from a very spectacular place. We'll see. Bye for now.